Good morning. Good morning, dear students. I have started chapter 7, Getting to Know Plants. And last topic I have completed herbs, shrubs and trees, creepers and climbers. Till here I have completed. So you can see the example. Example you can see this is herb. This is herb. Small plants it is. The stem is very soft. This is shrubs. And this is tree. Herb, shrubs and trees. And now I will tell parts of a plant. I will tell parts of a plant. Parts of a plant. Parts of a plant. So you can see that I will draw the plant. I will draw plant, and then you can see that which part it is. This is root. This is root. You can see that parts of a plot. Topic is the parts of a plant. Parts of a plant. Parts of a plant. This is root. This is root. You can see that this is root. Roots are of two types, fibrous root and tap root. Roots are of two types, fibrous root, tap root. And you can see that what is fibrous root. This type of roots were different types of bushy branches. So you can see that this type of different bushy branches are there. You can see that this is the fibrous root, and tap root, one single root is there, one main root is there. This is called the tap root. Roots are of two types, fibrous root and tap root. Now and then this is the stem. This is stem, and this is leaf. And this part is called the here. From here to here is called the internode, between two leaves. Internode. And where this one is arises, this part is called the node. And this is leaf, internode, and this is node, and this one is fruit. This one is fruit, and this one is flower. this one is flower. So in this you can see that roots are of two types: fibrous root, tap root, and stem, node, internode, and fruits, flower. So you have studied that a plant may be a herb, shrubs, or tree, and yesterday topic I told you. And now collect a herb from your garden along with its underground parts. Having collected a herb, can you say into what parts you can divide this plant? You may come out with several answers, such as the part below the ground and above the ground, and this is the root system. This is called the root system. Root system. Below the ground is called the root system, and above the ground is called the shoot system. This is the shoot system. Below the ground is called the root system, below the ground is called the root system, and above the ground is called the shoot system. So this is all about what part will come in this. This is all about shoot system, and this is the root system. This is root system and this is shoot system. So this part, which part is called the root system? Below the ground is called the root system and above the ground is called the shoot system. And which part and above the ground? The root and the stem. The root, stem, leaves, flowers, etc. You all are all correct. While you collected the herb from your garden, was it easy to pull it out? No, it was not. Why? It was so because it is also well spread in the soil. So what do you learn from this fact? We learn that the plant grows both under and above the soil, and clean the underground part by shaking it gently or washing in water to get rid of the soil. Examine the plant carefully using your hand lens, and what do you observe? The plant has two main parts. One was the underground in the soil and the other which was above the soil, that is the root system and shoot system. And examine the underground part of the plant. What do you observe? The underground part is creamish or pale in color in the root of the plant, and it fixes the plant in the soil, and the root has a main root going deep in the soil, and from it many small side branches arise. These branches spread in the soil and they provide extra anchorage to the plant in the soil. That is why you could not easily pull out the plant from the soil, because roots are properly dipped properly in the soil. Examine the part of the plant above the soil. What do you observe? The part of the plant above the soil is generally green. It is generally green in color, and it is erect and is called the stem. This one is erect and this one is called the stem, and the stem bears leaves. This stem, it bears leaves, and leaves arises at a particular point, and it arises at a particular point on each stem. On each stem it arises at a particular point. This point on the stem where a leaf arises is a node, and from where leaf arises is called the node. Which part leaf arises is called the node. Which part leaf arises is called the node. So which part is the node? This part is called the node. Where leaf arises, that part is called the node. So this part is called the node. Where leaf arises, part is called the node. And the part of the stem in between two successive nodes is called the internode, and the part between two successive node is called the internode. The part between two successive node is called the internode. And now examine the upper part of the stem. You will find flowers and fruits. What have we learned so far? A flowering plant can be divided into two parts: an underground part called the root system. This is underground part called the root system, and this is above ground part is called the shoot system. And root system consists of roots, while the shoot system consists of stem, branches, node, internode, fruits, flowers, etc. And the root system, the root, stem and leaves constitute the vegetative parts. Root, stem and leaves, it constitute the vegetative part. Vegetative part, it constitute the vegetative part. And the shoot system also bears the flowers, seeds and fruit, which comprises the reproductive part. And what is the reproductive part? A reproductive part. What is the reproductive part? A reproductive part is the flowers, seeds and fruits. Flowers, seeds and fruits are called the reproductive part. What is the reproductive part? Flowers, seeds and fruits are called the reproductive part. Flowers, seeds and fruits are called the reproductive part. And in this, what is the vegetative part? Root, stem and leaves is called the vegetative part. Flowers, seeds and fruits are called the reproductive part. So this one you have to keep it in your mind. Root, stem and leaves. Root, stem, leaves is the vegetative part, and flowers, seeds and fruits are called the reproductive part. Now come to the root system. And what is the function of root system? The part of the plant body which is fixed to the soil is called the root system. The part of the plant body which is fixed to the soil is called the root system. And in certain plants like mustard, pea, balsam, tulsi, marigold, rose, oleander, mango and neem, the root system consists of a main root. It consists of a main root. Just I draw in diagram. It's a main root. They are called the tap roots. And the tap root grows vertically down in the soil and then gives out the smaller branches. And these smaller branches are called the lateral root. This smaller branches is called the lateral roots. Lateral roots. And now in some plants like wheat, maize, sugar cane and banana, there is no main root. A number of roots arising in a cluster below the stem and spread out in the soil. Such roots are called the fibrous root. This type of roots are called the fibrous root. This type of roots are called the fibrous root. This type of roots are called the fibrous root. Now come to the what is the function of root system. What is the function of root system? First function is the root fix the plant or anchor the plant to the soil and provide support. It provide support. And roots absorb water and minerals from the soil, which are then conduct upwards to the stem and leaves. And roots help in holding the soil together, thus preventing erosion or blowing away of the soil particles. So this is all about the root system. So till here you have to read.